खोज, सिप वनिता, सिप टीना, सिप यू, सिप अहम, सिप कृष्णा, सिप लक्ष्मी, सिप प्रेमचंद जी, सिप राजेंद्र, सिप संजय, सिप राजू, सिप सरला, सिप सुकेशनी, सिप राजेश राव, सिप आत्मत्रय, सिप डॉक्टर कृष्ण कलाम. The question we have today: many of you in the spiritual path, you have people talking about near death experience. So would you like to ask me about it? Would you like to tell me about it? How many of you have had near death experiences? How many of you are curious to know? How is this to do with our spirituality? Why should we waste our time in Zoom call on something like this? Over to you. Soham, admitting Soham. Yes. Anybody? I'm having coffee till you ask me a question. Kailash. चलो कैलाश
Shubham Guruji.
शुरू हो जाए. शिवोहम बोलो.
For the spiritual person, if we see that there is no death, okay, and the person who is not awakened think that this is the end of the life or the journey has finished, okay, and some people worry about the death, what will be, and they are in the mind state, and the thoughts bombard at that time. Okay.
Very good.
But in the path of the spirituality, there is no death, and the soul that is be continue. Okay, and the journey of the soul, it's never ending.
Very beautiful. Very beautiful start, Mr. ग्रीन चाय कैलाश कुमार. तो आपको ये नियर डेथ एक्सपीरियंस के बारे में आपने कुछ सुना है क्या? नियर लोग हैं बोलते हैं मैं मरने वाला था, फिर मैं गया आसमान में गया, भगवान से मिला, एक टनल में गया. नियर डेथ एक्सपीरियंस आपने पढ़ा है?
Yeah, that is the sir. मतलब actually, we not think that anyone knows about that. Okay.
Okay, good. I'm happy.
And
I'm happy. आपने नहीं, बहुत लोग आके पूछता है, बहुत लोग, many people ask what is this NDE, शॉर्ट फॉर्म भी है. NDE गूगल करो, आपको मालूम पड़ेगा. NDE मींस नियर डेथ एक्सपीरियंस. अरे बड़ा बड़ा स्टोरी है. 100 कम से कम 100 किताब होंगे इसके ऊपर, कम से कम. शायद हजार किताब भी हो शायद.
All are fake, sir. Okay. And second thing, today I heard about the Vidyasagar or what's the Jain Muni, and he was on the fast from the last 3 days.
Okay.
And yesterday or maybe today, the soul departed from his body. Okay, and he was in the mourn state from the last 3 days. तो
कौन है ये? मुझे बता रहे कौन है ये?
ये जैन मुनि है, कोई विद्यासागर है, कौन सा है पता नहीं.
ओके, तो क्यों मौन में, क्यों मौन में था, व्रत में क्या क्यों था?
So before the end of the life of, or we see that the soul depart, there is something. He was in the moon state as well in.
Maybe Meenakshi will know. Meenakshi और बाला कौन थे? नाम क्या थे उनका?
कोई विद्यासागर है, but
विद्यासागर जैन मुनि.
He was the senior person in the Jain. Okay.
अच्छा, maybe either we will get special comment from Meenakshi or from Bala. ये दोनों जैन के बारे में जानते हैं. Thank you. अगर I don't know, मैं तो अनपढ़ गवार हूँ, मैं पेपर पर पढ़ता नहीं, मुझे कुछ पता नहीं है.
तो मेरा क्वेश्चन सर यही था, what he need to in the moon virta as well. Okay.
तो आने दो, हमारे जैन एक्सपर्ट आने दो, उसके बाद हम टिप्पणी देंगे.
Nothing eat for last 3 days.
See, this is not right thing to do.
Right.
कि हम अपने बॉडी को तड़पाए, तपस्वी का बने, सन्यासी बने, गलत बात है. I don't approve of it.
Right.
खाओ, सही खाओ, अपने कॉन्शियसनेस में जियो, अच्छा रहो, सबसे अच्छा रहो, खुश रहो, किसी को तंग मत करो, प्रभु के ध्यान में रहो, प्रभु को अपना बनाओ. We have got a very simple formula. It is not religious. It is not difficult to follow. कोई भी नहीं बोल सकते हमारा फॉर्मूला मुश्किल है. Easy
Right.
फॉर्मूला कोई भी दुनिया में फॉलो कर सकता है.
Yes, yes.
एंड एनलाइटनमेंट पा सकता है, मुक्ति पा सकता है, मोक्ष पा सकता है, प्रभु से एक हो सकता है. सिंपल फॉर्मूला.
Right.
Okay,
जी.
good. Thank you for your good start. Aham Sip and Dr. Krishan.
Shivoham Guruji and everyone
Sure.
else on the call.
Yes.
Once my father was very sick, and when he got cured, he said that he went up, to the heaven, and the God said, "No, we don't need you right now." After some time,
Huh.
this is my father told me.
So what
And
he
then-
does he believe it's near death experience? What does he believe?
I don't know. This is what he said. And many years ago, I think Anita Moorjani of Singapore, she
Yes,
had
Hong
written
Kong.
a book on NDE. So I read that and I found it very interesting. Then I came to know that there's a community. I read 3, 4 more books. But then I asked you once a question, and you told me that this is nearly death. It's not after death. So
Good. You understood. So you understood the
yes,
subject, right?
yes, I've understood.
ये
Yes.
this is in a mind state. अभी suppose मैं मर गया, फिर मैं गया, and I met God. And somebody asked me, who's God? God is the most stunning and beautiful girl in the world. मैं ऐसे बोलता हूँ, ऐसी लड़की कभी इतनी सुंदर लड़की मैंने दुनिया में नहीं देखी. तो ये थोड़ी सच हो गया कि मैंने in my dream I saw the most beautiful girl as God when I died. ये कहाँ की story valid है? But I thought many of you may want to talk of this. So near-death experience is pre-death experience.
Yes.
It is mind experience. It is hallucination. It is a dream. It is an imagination. There's nothing like near-death experience. So I will conclude before the end of the session, but I'm happy that you remember this. Thank you. और कुछ?
No, thank you.
Dr. Krishan, thank you. Dr. Krishan.
शिवम गुरु जी.
Sure,
विद्यासागर जैन, दिगंबर जैन जो कपड़े
हाँ.
नहीं पहनते,
हाँ.
23 एज में उन्होंने जैन शिक्षा ग्रहण की थी और
हाँ.
उसके बाद में वो जैन शिक्षाओं का प्रचार ही प्रचार कर रहे थे. ठीक है.
हाँ.
अभी 3 दिन पहले उन्होंने अन्न छोड़ दिया था. उसमें वो एक जैन मुनि उसको एक वो मानते हैं, एक प्रथा मानते हैं कि आपको शरीर छोड़ना पर जीवन जागते सिचुएशन में, यानी आंख बंद करके वो नहीं करना होता. उससे पहले आपको अन्न जल सब कुछ त्याग देना होता है. ठीक है. और कोई मोह माया नहीं होता. लास्ट वर्ड उनका ओम. ओम उनके मुंह से निकला था जब वो दुनिया को अलविदा कह रहे थे. और बहुत अच्छे वो थे, साइंटिस्ट भी थे, राइटर भी थे, पोएम भी लिखते थे. ठीक है. प्रवचन भी देते थे. ये ऑल ओवर बहुत अच्छे इंसान थे. और वो ये अंधविश्वास है इनके खिलाफ लड़ते थे. तो जो मैंने आज न्यूज़पेपर में पढ़ा था, संतारा बोलते हैं उसको, संतारा वो बोलते हैं. संतारा एक सिचुएशन होती है कि आपको अपनी डेथ खुद विश करनी होती है, खुद चूज करनी होती है.
तो कभी से अन्न बंद किया?
वो तो अभी 3 दिन पहले किया था. बट ये जैन मुनि जो भी होते हैं ये पहले डिसाइड करते हैं कि मेरे को अगले 15 दिन में अपना शरीर छोड़ना है, तो वो संथारा लेते हैं 15 दिन पहले.
क्या उम्र थी
उनके
उनकी? क्या उम्र थी?
78.
78 को ठीक है ना, तो आप भी छोड़ सकते चाहे तो.
हाँ. तो बट मेरे गुरुजी जो बोलते हैं ना, मैंने जो प्रेमानंद जी महाराज से सुना है कि जैसे पशुओं का बेड़ा होता है ना, वहां पे पशुओं को हरा चारा खिलाया जाता है, पंखों के नीचे रखा जाता है. तो पशु सोचता कि मैं अच्छे माहौल में आ गया, खुश हो गया. बट उसको ये नहीं पता कि आरा चल रहा है, नंबर सबका आना है. तो सेम हम जो इसको एक वर्ल्ड समझ रहे हैं, जो एक माया है, हम भी एक मृत्यु लोक में जी रहे हैं जिसका नाम मृत्यु लोक है. इसमें बारिश सबकी आनी है, बराबर आनी है. बट जब तक हम मोह माया में है, रिश्तों में है, धन की उसमें है, तो हमें लग रहा है कि हम भी अच्छे माहौल में जी रहे हैं. हमें अच्छा वो.
तो बताइए, अगर हमें 78 नहीं 79 पे मौत आनी है, 80 पे आनी है, 82 पे आनी है, तो हम अपना मौत क्यों चुने?
वो डेथ चूज कर रहे हैं बॉडी के लिए, खुद के लिए नहीं, बॉडी के लिए. वो तो ये मानते,
अरे खुद तो अमर है ना, खुद कोई मर ही नहीं सकता है ना.
हाँ, खुद तो अमर है, वो बॉडी के लिए डेथ चूज कर रहे हैं कि नेक्स्ट 15 दिन में
बॉडी को हम क्यों मरवाएं?
हाँ, वो एक मैं मानता हूँ कि वो एक गलत धारणा है कि संतारा जो है, ठीक है, वो साइंटिफिक नहीं है. वो उन्होंने एक रिचुअल बनाया हुआ है, रिलीजन रिचुअल है जिसके ऊपर बहस होनी है या नहीं होनी वो हमारा टॉपिक नहीं है,
नहीं हमारा
बट
टॉपिक
नियर टू, हाँ, नियर टू डेथ में जो मैंने फिलोसफी में पढ़ा है
इसलिए ना,
वो ये,
इसलिए बहुत लोग उल्टा सीधा गुरु को फॉलो करते हैं। क्यों उल्टा सीधा गुरु को फॉलो करते हैं? बिकॉज रिलीजन में हमें सोल्यूशन नहीं मिलता है ना। रिलीजन में इतना बकवास है, रिलीजन में हर रिलीजन में, मैं कोई रिलीजन को मतलब हर रिलीजन में कोई न, एवरी रिलीजन हैज सम नॉनसेंस। तो व्हाट टू डू?
बी इन कॉन्शियसनेस, और वो मानो कि खुद भगवान है। अगर हम शरीर को या किसी को कष्ट दे रहे हैं, भगवान को कष्ट दे रहे हैं। आप
आई
ठीक कह
थिंक
रहे हैं कि कॉन्शियसनेस में
इट्स वेरी सैड ना। तो ये तो जब बुद्ध थे, बुद्धा मेट तीर्थंकरस ऑफ महावीर, जब बुद्ध अपने तलाश में थे, वो मिले इनसे, और बुद्ध ने खाना बंद किया, अन्न छोड़ा, और बुद्ध का स्टोरी है वो लकड़ी जैसे बन गए, बिल्कुल लकड़ी जैसे बन गए। एंड देन द डांसर केम इन फ्रंट ऑफ बुद्ध एंड शी वाज डांसिंग एंड शी टोल्ड हिम, डोंट, अपना सितार इतना टाइट मत करो कि टूट जाए, और इतना लूज मत करो कि मतलब म्यूजिक ना आए। तो बुद्ध ने ही डिस्कवर्ड द मिडिल पाथ। मिडिल पाथ मींस बहुत ज्यादा तपस्वी नहीं चाहिए, बहुत ज्यादा संसारी नहीं चाहिए। जियो, सुखी सुखी जियो, खुश होके जियो, सही जियो। He talked about the four noble truths. He talked of the eightfold path: right living, right food, right speech, right behavior. जो भी है, right. Oh, that is why today Buddhism has become such a famous thing. अभी बुद्धिज्म में हो गया ये बुद्धिज्म, वो बुद्धिज्म, महायाना, हिनायाना, ये याना, श्रीलंकन बुद्धिज्म, थाईलैंड बुद्धिज्म, जापानीज बुद्धिज्म, हमारा दलाई लामा बुद्धिज्म हो गया, शुरू हो गया सब। तो कोई छोड़ता ही नहीं है, कोई छोड़ता नहीं है।
वो मार्केटिंग होगी, अलग अलग ब्रांचेज बना दी।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, ये पूरा मार्केटिंग है, 100% मार्केटिंग। Okay, thank you for your inputs. But any of the Jain members would like to speak, I'm welcoming you, but I'm not forcing you. अगर आप जानते हैं तो, नहीं तो time pass. Ashok Nichani, let's get to the more relevant questions. Either on NDE, near-death experience, or any subject. I give you one subject to get the discussion started. You don't have to speak on that subject. You can speak on any subject. Tomorrow evening, I am going to do a recording, and so I will be flying to Baroda and Delhi. Call will be at 7:30. Right? Tomorrow evening, call will be 7:30 to 8. I regret inconvenience caused, but I don't want to cancel the call, so I'm preponing the call, and it will be from 7:30 to 8 o'clock, and then let me go to the flight at 8 o'clock. Otherwise, I will be sitting with you after the call is over in the airport. Ashok Nichani.
Shivam Sarji.
Sir.
Sarji, I have an example of near death.
Bolo.
This was, according to me, I think in 2021 when Corona was there.
Okay.
Many people were in hospital. Many people were not getting beds in hospital.
Correct.
And they were not able to breathe, and they were not able to, their pulse was going down.
Okay.
That is something like near death. They were experiencing.
Okay. Then what happened?
Then they were full. This thing was full of fear.
Many people.
Many
COVID,
people.
Many people thought, marenge.
When the pulse was going down and there was no bed and there was no place in the hospitals, many people.
But you cannot die. Even the Jain Muni, according to me, if it was not the divine will, if the God wanted him to survive, he would have survived. So, of course, suicide. Suppose, Ashok, you also stop eating for 4 days, then you can leave the body. It is not so difficult. But should we do it? Is the question. So this is the. Yeah. So I have a very interesting, since nobody is asking, anybody else has any question? I have a very interesting conversation tomorrow on Bhagwan Rajneesh Osho. So I don't know, maybe if the conversation is interesting, then Friday we will have a session on it. because I am very curious about his life. I have read a lot, and I always give reference to him when it comes to yoga, boga. But I am going to meet uh, his secretary, who is with him for 5 years, and tomorrow I am having a recording with her. So we will have an interesting discussion. Girish and Raji. Girish and Raji.
No one will have the experience of his own death because he is deathless. Even if he considers this body as himself, the death of the body also will not be in his experience, because for experiencing some object, this body should be there. After
Correct.
death, this body will not be alive. In this background, whatever he terms as near death experience is some imagination or some dream, which he considers that the next step would have been death if I have not come back. So
But
he
you have-
describes according to his experience that it is near death experience.
Have you read some books on it? Have you read books?
No.
Very interesting. One man says, I went up there. Then my dada was there. Then my dada was eating chole bhature because Dadaji used to like chole bhature. Then Dadaji told, I knew you are coming. So Dadaji made gajar ka halwa because Dadaji knows I like gajar ka halwa. Then I met Dadaji. Then I, ये क्या drama, kitna story, and people are selling millions of books. People are selling millions of books on NDE. One more subject I have got. What is that called? This is near-death experience. And one more we can do afterwards if you want. People have what is called out-of-body experience. I don't think we'll do it because you are already on a board with this subject. So today only we will do. One more.
My body was lying on the bed. As Atma, I was near the tube light. I was watching all doctors operating on my body. Then I came back and sat inside my body.
So this is another topic, and please cancel the topic and ask here. So out of body experience, and then some people get tell story. One lady was having one Bhed Bhav, what the discussion with Shankaracharya. You heard the story? So she had a discussion with Shankaracharya, and she is asking Shankaracharya how to make love to a woman. Now Shankaracharya was a sannyasa, brahmacharya. He doesn't know how to make love to a woman. He's not done it. So then they say Shankaracharya, he got a message, one king died. So he left the body. He went to the king's body. He woke up there. Then he made love to the queen. Then after that experience, then again he died. he died. Then he comes back into Shankaracharya's body. Then he has the discussion with this lady. Now he knows how to make love to a woman. Oh, Swami, what all? I mean, the stories that people tell, such interesting stories, such interesting stories.
Parakaya Pravesha.
Huh?
Parakaya Pravesha. Entering others' body.
So I don't like to tell you all too many stories, but sometimes I tell you all a very short story. I tell you all a very short story, which is a learning. Sometimes I tell you all a story, a man is clinging to the tree, and they said, save him, bachao, kyun bachana, wo to khud cling kar raha hai. That's all. Small story. Or I tell you all story how the guru, they were dividing 19 camels. I give you all some small story, just a short story. But if I start telling you all everyday story, this Zoom call will become a story call. Then every day I'll tell you all 15-minute story. Then you will enjoy nicely. Every day you will wait. You will also call all your friends. Chalo, chai, pakoda, sab banao. Chai, pakoda, burko. Everybody, everything ready. Now story will start. Now AiR will start telling story. And everybody will watch like this. Arey, wow. Arey, kya beautiful story hai yaar. Then what will happen? End of it, you will eat burko, you will eat chai, and the story will be over. No, we are not here to tell stories.
No one has come back after death in the same form. So how to say that this is the near-death experience? False.
It is a lie. It is a lie. It is a lie. So I want you to learn. Don't believe in near-death experience, out-of-body. How can you have out-of-body experience? When you are not in the body, how can you have out-of-body experience? How? So you must question. So I was reading, I'm preparing for that conversation tomorrow on Bhagwan. So Bhagwan says, hello, Bhagwan tell everybody, hey, सुनो, अगर मुझे follow करना है, तो question नहीं करना है. जो बोलता हूँ, shut up and do it. So I find it very difficult in the search for enlightenment. I do not believe that is, but I will tell you tomorrow after my conversation with Ma Anand Sheila. Then we will have enough to talk to you. But today we will continue. Thank you, Girish. Raji Komal Atmatray Premchand. Raji.
Hello, Shivam Guruji. My
Shivam.
question is, some people before they die, they tell that they know whatever all these years what happened to them, everything they remember. Is it true then?
What?
Before,
You also
before
can
dying?
remember. You
Huh?
don't remember? You don't remember what happened in your life?
That karma, whatever they know, how do we remember? We forget everything. They tell
Ah,
whatever bad they have done, whatever they have done, all these they remember everything at the time
they,
of the death, and they
they
want to
got
have
good,
a.
Raji, they got good memory, Raji.
That's it.
That's all. They have good memory and now they are going to go, so they are trying to play that video. So many people tell Raji something else. When you go to Swarga Lokano, Raji, you must have read this story, no? Then you will sit in one sofa. Then one video camera will come on, big screen. Have you seen, you remember that you heard of this story? Then your full movie will play. Raji, like this you did from the time you were in school. Then it will play. Raji, right or wrong? You'll say, yeah, yeah. Then you like this you did, yeah, 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 yeah. The full movie will play. Now the God will come in front of you and say, Raji, now let us make judgment on you. You heard this story or not heard this story?
No, I have not heard. No, Guruji, I'm asking, but they will remember whatever karma they have done, all bad things, and they want to do some good and like that at the time. Is it so? No.
Let them do. No, no. See, we can remember what we can remember. It is not at the time of death. Suddenly, your memory will get it will get recharged. Nah, not like that. But all the so I tell you, do not believe anybody, even me, even me. Question everything that I say. Okay. Next, we have got who's next is Komal.
Yes, Shubho, namaste everybody. First of all, let me say sorry because I am going to say something which is not, may not be accepted because everybody is going in one line and I'm going in a separate line.
No problem.
What I would like to say is before knowing the full history, before knowing the full process of what we are commenting upon, like some Jain Munis or some people who are out of the body experiences, these may not be only stories. There must have been some facts. There must have been some purpose why they have done that and why they are still believing in that, because they are experiencing not like this body. If they want to leave their body, they have decided now their body is of no use, and now it is a suffering, and now I will not be able to help the world with this body, so I want to leave this body. For that, their annamay kosha needs to be left first. They stop feeding and all. I'm not Jain and I have not come across, but I still believe that it is possible and it may have been a very good practice. That's why it has been added and that's why they are following it. And even Osho had that out of the body experience. Even in Hinduism, many saints, they take Jiva Samadhi. Like they leave they are just sit and then they leave their body. That's called Jiva Samadhi. And many have, like Raghavendra Swami and all, it is said.
So, Komal,
There
so
must
any
have
problem?
been facts.
So any
I'm not
problem?
denying that
No, no.
these are all
So
stories
any
and not
problem?
possible.
Any problem?
What?
Is there any problem? They do it. There's
No problem. If
Ah,
they are
tomorrow,
deciding it, no
tomorrow
problem.
if you want to take Jal Samadhi or Jeev Samadhi or
No
any
problem
problem?
in that.
Ah,
No
do
problem.
it.
I don't find there
No.
is any problem.
Ah.
If I want
So
to leave my body at will, and if it is possible for me, and I'm just doing that, for me, no problem.
that is
And
called
that's what
in
I
our
don't
call.
know.
What do we call that in our call?
No, it's not
In our
suicide.
call, in
This is
our call,
different. Suicide
in
and this leaving body is different.
our call, we call it free will.
Free will.
Everybody has a free will.
Yes.
We can
Like
choose.
what I would like to speak here is suicide is when you are fed up of this life. And this samadhi is when you are contented with life and you want to go now.
I think that the group understands. You are contented with life. The question is whether we have the right to give up life when we want to. That is the question. Are you saying that
If it
that
is with understanding, with that knowledge, and you are not having any suffering in leaving the body, you are happily leaving this body as if you are removing your clothes and keeping it aside. So you are removing your body and keeping it aside.
so you are every right to believe in that. Nobody is convinced. Nobody is.
Yeah,
So you are
that's what
every
I
right.
said.
Nothing wrong.
Sorry
You are
if it
saying,
was whatever came to the mind, I just
Komal,
spoke about it.
Komal, let me tell you one thing.
Because this is the platform where I can speak
Hold on.
this.
Of course, you can speak, but let me explain one thing to you. Like you are speaking to a group of 100 people today. These 100 people have not shut their eyes and ears and not listening to anybody else in this world. Everybody, they're listening to 10 different people, reading 10 different books, watching 10 different videos. Everybody has a right to choose. We do not expect people in this call to be dummies. We do not expect people in this call to have ever be told you all should keep your mouth shut and follow whatever has been told in this call. Never. Never we tell that. We are discussing so people can use their intelligence, can discriminate, and can
Certain
choose.
things are beyond intelligence also.
True.
Beyond
that is
question. Sometimes.
that's your opinion. I appreciate it. Atmatray, thank you. Atmatray, Premchand, Rekha, Harshal, Rumataji, Meenakshi, Krishna, Rajendra. 8 लोग आ गए. चलो.
Shivam sir.
Shivam sir.
Sir, I want to ask another subject.
Yes, sir.
Who experiencing the life, mind or soul?
Who you think?
I think soul is experiencing through the mind, because the soul has the power. Soul using the mind for taking experience.
So who is watching the TV? The electricity or the screen? Who is watching the TV? TV is playing, na? TV is
Yes,
playing.
yes.
Who is watching the TV? Is it the electricity is watching the TV, or the screen is watching the TV?
No, we are watching this.
We are watching it. Now the soul is the electricity.
Okay.
It is not. It is only giving power to the TV.
Right, sir.
The mind doesn't exist.
Yes.
Who is what is your question? Soul or mind?
Who is experiencing the life?
Who is experiencing is Atmatray, who is
Yeah.
a body with 5
Yeah.
senses. Body with the 5 senses.
Right.
You, along with the mind, along with the ego, empowered by the soul. In one word, the Jivatma.
Okay.
The Jivatma is experiencing,
I see.
not the mind, because independently mind doesn't exist.
Mind not expensive.
Not the
Correct.
soul, because the soul is only giving the energy.
I see. But when we say I'm the soul, or I realize I'm soul, I think the soul is experiencing.
Yeah, good. When I say I am the soul, who's saying? Soul is not saying I am the soul.
Yeah.
Soul is not telling. Who's telling?
I am.
You are telling. Good. Who's that you? In one word. Jivatma. I just told you. Jivatma.
Yeah.
Body,
Okay.
mind, ego, soul. Correct?
Right.
You are telling you are the soul. What it actually means?
I don't.
It actually means you are telling, I am not the body, which I seem to be. I am not the mind, which I cannot find. I am not the ego, but I am something.
Yes.
What am I?
I am the soul.
I am that Shakti.
Yes.
Neti, neti, tattvamasi. Neti, not this, tattvamasi, I am that.
Yeah.
It is the realization of Atmatray. I am not Dattatray. So I gave up Dattatray. I became Atmatray. Who is Atmatray? Atmatray is Atma. When there is no Atma, where is Atmatray?
No.
No Atmatray. So who is Atmatray?
The Atma.
Atma. Without Atma,
Ha, ha. No Atma.
who is enjoying Atmatray? What is that Atmatray? It is Atma. But without Atmatray, you cannot experience anything. Without the body, mind, ego, then there is no experience.
Ha, ha. Yeah.
Clear? Very clear? Not
Ha,
clear?
ha. Yes, yes, yes. I'm
If
getting
not-
it, sir. Ha.
If not clear, ask again. Don't just, if you anytime you're not clear, ask and ask again. And not clear, ask again. And not clear, you ask again.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah.
on asking.
Sure, sure. Yes, sir. Yes.
Premchandji.
I will contemplate and
But
come
but
back
when
to
I explain, you should understand. Then you contemplate. Sravana,
yeah.
Manana, Nididhyasana. And if you
Nidhi.
don't understand, don't feel shy. Don't say what everybody, what people will think. I'm asking same question again. People who ask the same question 2 times, they are intelligent. People who ask same question 5 times, they are more intelligent.
I see. Okay, okay.
Don't feel
Very
bad.
nice.
I asked my
Never,
guru
never.
same question 100 times.
Very good.
Premchandji,
Thank you.
Premchand Gupta. Sir, Shiva.
Shivam Gurudev,
Haji.
I saw some deaths very much in front of me.
Ah,
My grandmother, my father, and his sister. All the
Okay.
three died in. All the three left this body, in the same style, flat, simple, and their breaths were decreased day by day, minute by minute, and they took 4 to 5 hours in death. My mother died with the another style. Her breath increased like anything, and all of a sudden it stopped.
Okay.
The fourth death is of my Bhabiji. Bhabiji asked me to come with her. I went at 11 p.m. She told मैं अब जाऊंगी. मैंने कहा जाओ और आधा घंटे बाद वो चले गई. So nothing we can say that what a person. All these are matlab fictitious. They make us be fool. That this happens, nothing happens. That I die, I suffer 4 deaths in my in front of my eyes.
So death it comes, it goes like that. In one moment, you are gone.
Yes, sir. Now I am asking one personal question. We say that we are not budding. Then why can't we leave our own?
We say we are not body. Why we should not leave our own is to respect the divine inside us. The sip inside you wants to live in your body. Your body is a temple. You cannot break the temple.
We should not kill Sip.
Yeah, how can you? No, you are breaking the temple where Sip is alive. You want
But
to break the temple.
Otherwise, it was in my mind that when we are treating that I'm not this body, I'm not this mind, then why can't we live it of our own?
So I'm asking you the question. Should we provide the temple for Sip to be there as long as Sip wants, or should we break the temple and ask Sip to get out?
we will allow her to live in.
That's the temple.
Yes.
Oh, there's a song that says, "Ho मैं तो मंदिर मेरे प्रभु का, हो मैं तो मंदिर मेरे प्रभु का." हाँ, मैं क्या हूँ प्रेमचंद जी, मैं क्या हूँ? मैं प्रभु का मंदिर हूँ. प्रभु मेरे अंदर है.
वो आत्मा है.
We should always bow down to the Prabhu inside, to the Sip inside, and say, Prabhu, Shivoham, Shivoham, bas.
Shivoham, Shivoham.
And be happy, be peaceful.
I am safe, I am safe.
Bill, thank you, Premchand ji. Rekha Harshal. Unmute, Rekha.
Shivoham.
Yes.
There are many stories that when at death, the person knows when they are going to leave the body. Is it true?
I know somebody who has told 11 times that they know they're going to leave the body, but still they are in the body. 11 times they felt, I'm going to. Then when the 12th time they left the body, देखो उसने बोला ना body छोड़ने वाला है.
It's true.
See, you use your common sense. Use your common sense. Do you know when you're going to die?
No.
No. All the people who have died in front of you, all of them know when they're going to die.
No.
Somebody is very sick, somebody has got cancer, doctor will say
So
tomorrow
they will
last. They
see.
know,
Hmm.
they know when they're going to die. There is a question from, before I go to the next question of Harshal, Suman from Instagram says, I have listened to my relatives who passed away. They saw their mother or father during death. If after death, the soul takes another life or is liberated, why does this happen? I have listened to my relatives who passed. The problem is when people ask question on Instagram, we don't know what they mean. I have listened to my relatives who passed away. They passed away. They saw their mother or father during death. Okay? If after death, the soul takes another life or is liberated, why this happens? So as long as you are in the mind state, you will be confused. If the soul is always liberated. In the moment of death, Suman, the soul is liberated. Who is reborn? Not the soul. The mind and ego, me. Carrying karma, it is reborn. So if you like to have more discussion, come on Zoom. Instagram, I can only give you a flat answer. Instagram is not 3D question answers. Instagram will read your question, give answer. Then you can't discuss. Harshal, Rumataji, Meenakshi, Krishna. Harshal.
Sir, I have a question. What to do when death is in front of you? Your last action.
Nothing.
Like what to do?
Nothing. Say Prabhu, 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 Prabhu. Prabhu पाना यही मकसद है प्रभु को पाना है प्रभु. Suno, Harshal, what is the meaning of death? You will never die. Your body will die. And you will become one with Sip. Become one now, that's all. The moment you feel death is coming, tell Prabhu, Prabhu, Prabhu. अपना मुझे तू बना दो बिछड़ा हूँ वापस बुला दो एक तू प्रभु मैं हूँ चाहता मुझको तू अपना बना लो. If the death is standing in front of you, tell only one line. अपना मुझे तू बना लो. That's all. Nothing else. Rumataji.
Shalom, Guruji.
Bolo.
Guruji, you told that we should not come in the way of God. Whenever God wants to take us, the God Sip can take.
Correct.
So, why do people then are ready to give their lives?
People are ready to give because of avidya.
Yes, so
Suppose
that is one,
no,
one bad karma.
It's not one bad karma, it's 100 bad karma. Now, if suppose somebody says, I'm a sadhu, I'm a sannyasi, मैं शरीर को त्याग करूंगा. Okay, that's their belief system. Do you feel what logic we are talking? If you believe in our logic that your body is the temple of God, then you follow. If you want to follow the Jain Munis and you want to tyag your body, you can do it. No problem.
But there is no use of doing that also.
No, you tell me, why should you do it? If the Jain Muni understands for that मैं आत्मा हूँ, मैं परमात्मा हूँ, तो क्या जल्दी है बॉडी को त्याग करना? क्या
हम कुछ
क्या
अच्छे काम कर सकते हैं बहुत.
हाँ, किसी को मुक्ति सिखाओ, किसी को मोक्ष सिखाओ.
पहले तो खुद सीखना पड़ेगा गुरुजी.
नहीं, so I'm just saying, we should not. My strong belief is we should not end our life. Our body is the temple of God. Meenakshi.
Guruji, today bhajan are there in the temple?
क्यों आज कुछ अमावस्या है क्या?
नहीं.
अगर मुझे कुछ हो गया तो शायद बंद कर देंगे, तभी भी I will tell them not to close. मैं नहीं मुझे कुछ हो गया तो भी मंदिर में भजन चलना चाहिए. When my grandfather, who was a big inspiration to me, my grandfather taught me to stay awake in Shivratri when I was 8 years old. Shivratri was 10 days away. And my grandmother passed away. So my grandfather did not cry. He was very strong man. He had polio. He could not walk. And they asked, Baba, Dadi passed away. तो शिवरात्रि 8 दिन में. तो बाबा से तो क्या हुआ? कैंसिल करे क्या? पागल है क्या? मनाओ. मरना जीना उसमें क्या फर्क पड़ता है? बनाओ, वो जाके शिवरात्रि बनाओ, मैं भी आऊंगा. This is the attitude of a realized person. He was a very, my grandfather was a very, he was not spiritual in my eyes, but he was very big bhakta, very big, very, very, very big bhakta. Okay.
Thank
Meenakshi,
you.
Meenakshi, Krishna, Rajendra. 3 more questions today. And 8:40 ho gaya. Anybody is not asking questions, we close with 3 questions. Meenakshi, Krishna, Rajendra. And 3. Yes?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, आज का जो topic I think that is also had been a debatable topic in Jainism, like the Santhara, Sallekhna Samadhi, which we call. Sir, इसका real meaning होता है when you are not well, when you have some that kind of medical problem that is not incurable, or something कि आपको जो old age में आपको लगता है now my death is near to me, then they take this संलेखना. तो जो विद्यासागर जी महाराज है उनके साथ भी यही हुआ. ही वॉज नॉट वेल फ्रॉम पास्ट 15-20 days. जॉन्डिस हो रखा था उनको, इन कम्प्लीटली हिज बॉडी वॉज येलो. सो ही फेल्ट एट द टाइम ऑफ डेथ. सर जैसे हम कहते हैं कि वी आर टॉकिंग टू सिप, तो इन जैनिज्म ऑल्सो एट द एंड ऑफ देयर एज और एट द एंड ऑफ दे फील कि अब मेरी डेथ होने वाली है या मेरी बॉडी का जो इट इज नियर टू डेथ, सो दे फील कि अब टाइम आ गया है एंड दे टेक 3-4 days और जितना भी उनको लगता है, दे नॉट कम्प्लीटली लेफ्ट ऑल द फूड एंड ऑल द वाटर, दे धीरे धीरे दे intake of food and water and all. So that was the case in Vidyasagar ji Maharaj case also. So it is not suicide, like when we say na ki
Suicide nahi. But do you believe that it's the right thing? According to you, would you do it?
Sir, I don't know according to me, because in our shastra, in agam we say, जैसे भगवत गीता में बहुत कुछ लिखा है वैसे ही जैनिज्म के आगम में और शास्त्रों में बहुत कुछ लिखा है.
So you follow it.
I follow it because I'll tell you why. क्योंकि शास्त्रों में ये है कि आपको अगर, जैसे हम लोग भी कहते हैं, आप भी कहते हैं, समाधि, अगर समाधि मरण हमने नहीं किया तो फिर क्या मतलब हुआ इस लाइफ का, समाधि से हमने डेथ नहीं लिया. तो सेम वे संलेखना समाधि अगर हमने नहीं ली तो फिर इस पूरी लाइफ का कोई मतलब नहीं. पूरी लाइफ आपने तप किया, त्याग किया, इतनी तपस्या की, देन व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ इट एट द एंड, कि आप एकदम बॉडी को, आपको ना जीने की इच्छा ना मरने की इच्छा, एंड यू जस्ट वांट टू हैंड ओवर टू गॉड कि प्रभु जो करना है वो करो.
जैनिज्म में बोलते हैं आप भगवान है, या बोलते हैं भगवान अलग है और आप अलग है? जैनिज्म में क्या यकीन करते हैं?
बिल्कुल अलग है. तत्व का ही दर्शन है जैनिज्म में भी. आत्मा इज डिफरेंट, यू बॉडी इज डिफरेंट,
एंड परमात्मा इज डिफरेंट.
आत्मा आत्मा ही परमात्मा है. दैट इज सेम इन जैनिज्म. आत्मा ही परमात्मा है, आत्मा ही परमात्मा बनती है. तो दैट कॉन्सेप्ट इज देयर इन जैनिज्म. सो सुसाइड नहीं है लोगों को. आई डोंट नो व्हाई कि ये टॉपिक पहले भी 2015 में, इफ यू हैव हर्ड, ये डिबेट में बहुत ज्यादा रहा है ये टॉपिक. सुसाइड इसलिए नहीं बिकॉज सुसाइड में वी यूज सम वेपन और वी यूज वन टाइम एट वन गो. वी
पेपर में लिखा है सुसाइड है क्या? पेपर में से लिखा है सुसाइड है क्या?
नो, क्योंकि लोगों ने बहुत प्रोटेस्ट किया था ना, तो दैट इज वाई कि ये इशू बना कि नहीं, इसको लोगों ने सुसाइड बोला. अब सबका अपना अपना बिलीफ सिस्टम है सर. जैसे वी से कि वी आर टॉकिंग टू सिप, same is in Jainism. He is also talking to God. He is also listening to कि हाँ अब उनको feel near to death experience. Even Premanand ji Maharaj also say कि when you are near to death, then you feel that all your karma and all your things which you have done in past आपके माइंड के सामने रोटेट होता है, घूमता है कि आपने ये किया इन योर ड्रीम्स. एंड सो दैट इज ऑल्सो वन काइंड ऑफ इंस्टेंस कि हाँ ऐसा होता है. तो नियर टू डेथ एक्सपीरियंस में जैनिज्म में ऑल्सो देयर इज सम एक्सपीरियंस कि अब दे फील कि डेथ इज नियर, सो दे डेलिबरेटली और नॉट, जब ऐसा होता है ना कि उन्होंने छोड़ दिया सब कुछ और सपोज बॉडी ठीक रिकवर भी होने लग जाती है, तो दे कैन अगेन कम टू नॉर्मल. They can again come back to normal, not if कि उनको छोड़ना ही है.
I
So
think
I just wanted to clarify.
No, we should respect what Komal said also. Some Munis, they've got their own belief system. We should not criticize. We should not criticize. But when we are taking a stand, we should take a stand. In our stand, our body is a temple, and we believe that we should let SIP be in the body till the will of SIP is there. Now this is, but if any individual wants to believe in something else, yeah.
One more thing, sir. This comes because we say ki there is sip, and in Jainism there is no creator of the world. So they
Then
think, हाँ, so they think कि किसी और की इच्छा पे मेरा मेरा बॉडी या किसी वो नहीं चलता. They talk कि एक पावर है. जैनिज्म में भी ऐसा ही होता है कि एक पावर है. There is a mortal power in the universe which is connected to my soul. So they talk to that power. They feel कि अब मेरा डेथ होने वाला है. बट इन जैनिज्म देयर इज नो क्रिएटर ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. संसार अनादि है, संसार अनादि रहेगा. आई डोंट नो दिस इज करेक्ट और नॉट, बट दिस इज देयर.
So, my dear Meenakshi and the rest of the group, right? So, in this call, what is this call about? This call is about realization of the truth. This call is about enlightenment. And
Yes.
no two people will get the same enlightenment. No two people will find the same path to enlightenment. Every individual must realize themselves. It is told that no two realized souls have realized exactly the same truth. Never. So it is for you to pick up what you realize. It is for you to get that spiritual aha. It is for you to get that spark awakening. All right. So I'm happy that we are, and in this call, we are open to anybody's opinions. We don't condemn anybody's opinion. किसी ने बोला ठीक है, विद्यासागर महाराज किसी ने कुछ कहा, you don't feel bad. वो उनकी opinion थी. आपका
But
opinion
sir,
अगर
happily he left his body. Not कि उन्हें कुछ ऐसा था कि नहीं. He was in pure consciousness. Because according to हम लोग वो मोक्ष जा चुके हैं. So we say that कि he is in moksha now. He got the sip. So I don't know.
So I'm asking you to end before we have got Krishna and Rajendra. Please understand those who are trying to put your hand up after 8:40. After 8:40, when we lock it, if anybody put your hand up, administrator will put your hand down. So don't feel bad. But Sundar Giri is trying to speak again and again. Sundar Giri, you have to speak before 8:40. Please, after 8:40, you cannot speak. Tomorrow you can ask question at 7:30. Please don't be offended by our administrator. मैं क्या बोल रहा था? तो अगर उन्होंने मोक्ष प्राप्त किया तो क्या मतलब है मोक्ष प्राप्त किया? वो क्या है मोक्ष?
In Jainism, sir, it is Siddhalaya. He has go to that place. In Jainism, that is there. I don't know that is correct or not. But sir, but Santhara or Sallekshana Samadhi, I am totally agreeing because sir, ये it is written in शास्त्र और जैसे उपनिषद में कुछ लिखा है, जैसे भगवत गीता में कुछ लिखा है, वैसे ही सर
हम उपनिषद को भी नहीं मानते हैं. हम उपनिषद को सुनते हैं, मानते नहीं. हम जो मानते हैं वो सिर्फ सत्य को मानते हैं. You understand the difference? सुनना अलग है. श्रावण मनन निधि ध्यासन. कुछ भी हम सुनेंगे, मानेंगे वो जो हमारा अंदर, हमारे आत्मा के शक्ति से जो हम एहसास करते हैं. Okay, Krishna, thank you. We have two questions, Krishna and Rajendra. Vanita, tomorrow. Krishna and Rajendra.
Yes, sir, Shivoham. Sir, I don't know anything about out of body or near death, and I was not interested till this discussion happened. But because Komal brought up, said this point about alag people ka respect karna chahiye, good. If it is a personal choices, it is good. They can do that within closed doors. But today, all the papers have said the Jain Muni must be a great person, no doubt. We don't know anything about it. But mera thinking gaya tha ki this, when it is in the paper and everybody glorifying it, it is giving a bad example to people. And now my young children can ask, at the pink of my health, I'm going to leave my body. If Jain sannyasi can leave because he feels it will suffer, how can you, it's very, very sad because sati was abolished in this country. Sati had very religious significance. And one more thing I want to say, sir, in this context, in Bhagavad Gita, it is said pain, suffering, contentment, joy, endure. Bhagavan says endure. Titikshasva Bharata. And then if Ramana Maharshi or Ramakrishna also must have followed this, they also would have. No, for me, it is without offense to anybody. I have now you had this subject. I think we should have a clear conclusion now, sir. It is bad.
No, of course it is bad.
Yeah.
Of course it is bad.
Can you say that it is enlightenment? Because Rajesh ji, Yeah.
If somebody in this call says that's their opinion, and then we don't have to take that opinion as our belief, no, Krishna. What you can ask me directly the question. I asked people in the call, would you do it? And I told Premchandji also, your body is a temple of God. Tell your children this. If ever your children ask, if ever they ask, say our body is a temple of the Lord. The Bible
Yes, sir,
says the kingdom of God is within. Do not destroy the kingdom of God.
because we are looking up at these great saints, and for example, again, because the names have been taken, Sadhguru's wife also did something like this, and it's so glorified. So
Too bad.
मुझे लगता है कि हाँ, yes.
It's too bad. We should not. So I'm happy you're being vocal about it. It's good to be vocal about it and clarify. So now you're clear about it. Do I ever give you all a doubt, or I always take a stand?
And again, sir, I bow down to you because a spiritual call me when you are saying this, many people will not say this.
Let
Many
them know.
people
See,
will not.
no, I am very clear.
Yeah.
We are here to say the truth. Now, whether Krishna accepts the truth or Vanita accepts the truth is not. I'm not going to change the truth.
Right.
I hope you have you found me manipulating the truth to satisfy any of you?
No.
If 10 people stop coming on this call, I'm not going to manipulate.
Yeah. It should have been a private affair because it is written he embraced death. That is a sentence in all the papers.
No, I think first of all, just to close this matter, point 1, you cannot embrace death. Because point number 2, you don't die. The body dies. Point number 3, you have no business to kill your body. In fact, it's called suicide. Whatever you do it indirectly, legally, you cannot do it. So whether you do anything suppose today you lock yourself in a room and you close all your windows and you suffocate and die. No, you are not allowed to do that. It's not supposed.
Yes. And near to death experience and what is it, out of body, in science, maybe you can refute science, but it is said it is brain ka dysfunction hai.
So it's a mind. Basically, brain can dysfunction. The mental, what you call this, like things like hypnosis, or you kind of get some hunches. So they are not what. Okay. So tomorrow 7:30 from Baroda Airport. I hope I will speak to you all. Rajendra, huh? Rajendra, and we'll close tomorrow. I will see you at 7:30. Hopefully, if I survive the interview, Rajendra.
Sir, I have 2 points to this statement. Then I will tell my personal experience, but we have to hear it.
आपका आवाज ठीक है या आपको भी कोल्ड है क्या?
नहीं, हाँ थोड़ा बहुत एलर्जी होती है, हाँ मुझे पोलन एलर्जी होती है सुबह।
Okay, आपका आवाज क्लियर नहीं, थोड़ा जोर से बोलिए। हाँ,
तो प्रॉब्लम होता है।
हाँ बोलिए।
सर, मेरा मकसद मानना ये है कि there is a purpose of life, that the purpose of life is that we have to self-realization का purpose है, God realization का purpose है, then we have to purpose of moksha is there. So all these things will be our body. So once you are, so there is nothing like that we will leave our body for that. Then there is one more point. Once you are God realized that you cannot offend the will of God, you will use again the body for the purpose, public purpose, for the godly works. So there is nothing to leave the body. छोड़ने का सवाल ही पैदा नहीं हो सकता। Even if you think of leaving the body, that means मेरा मानना ये है that उस वक्त शायद आप उस consciousness से नीचे गिर जाते हो, स्तर से नीचे गिर जाते हो। If you at any pain, नहीं सर, उसके लिए मैं बोलूँगा pain, अगर बोलना pain से या बीमारी से, because उसके लिए मेरे अब उसके बाद part 2 I will tell you sir my personal experience. That is why I am telling you कि there is nothing like that कि आप अगर आप consciousness में होते हो तो कोई pain body, because you don't live in the body, you should feel that you are the body, that you are in the consciousness. So उस वक्त pain का सवाल ही पैदा नहीं होता। So इसके लिए मैं I will cite an example. उसमें मुझे because I have to learn something what has happened with me, उसमें पता नहीं था मुझे ये क्या हो रहा है मुझे unknowingly. So यहाँ आप मुझे clear करेंगे बड़ी बातें।
राजेश, आज आपका कनेक्शन आधा सुनने में, गिरीश कैन यू हियर हिम और यू कैन नॉट हियर प्रॉपर्ली? आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा है, तो टुमारो यू कंटिन्यू योर एग्जांपल बिकॉज़ आपका आवाज नहीं सुनाया आ रहा है, आपका आवाज कट आ रहा है, ऐसा सुनाई दे रहा है। तो आपका कल आपका बताना, लेकिन जस्ट टू क्लोज दिस मैटर विद ऑल ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट टू आवर जैन मुनि हु पास्ड अवे, what Krishna said, my dear friends, we should not take this as an example that we should leave the body and we will attain moksha. This is a wrong analogy. with all due respect to him and whatever he did, for whatever he did, we should not acknowledge that that is the right way to attain moksha. And I hope even Meenakshi, you will appreciate what Krishna said, that maybe any belief is there and belief is all right, but we want to go with the truth and we want to stick to the truth. And the truth is that we are all SIP. And bowing down to all the SIP who are in front of me, I thank you.